Welcome back, guys. So in this video, we are going to be going over about sizing your posters, preferably when having a certain size, you want to downsize it. Um, Usually in this case, a lot of sizes of different like posters and stuff, you want to make sure that the size that you're using is directly to what you're wanting to print. Um, so, you know, there's usually, um, a variety of different sizes that you usually can use. Um, a lot of people, for me, I like to, you know, have a poster that is huge, basically like a 24 by 36. Those posters are expensive, but also at the same time, your clients will love them. Um, now, I personally, for me, uh, and for this tutorial, I'm going to be using a different style poster. This is actually one I designed um, quite a few years ago. And this is actually, for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to be actually showcasing the real names of the athletes just for um, protection's sake. This is just like a name that I came up with. This is not the actual name of the player because they're obviously minors and just with that whole thing, you don't want to get yourself in trouble. Um, so this is a poster that, let me see, if you go up here to the image size. Now, this is in millimeters, so dimensions, this is huge. This is 3092 by 4000. Now, original size, this is in millimeters, um, and this is by pixels. So, um, well, the resolution is 300. So, in this case, we're going to. I'm actually going to make this a little bit easier. Let me see. Is the inches? No. Yes, here we go. So this is I'm just going to show you like an example. Um, in millimeters, this is technically a lot of people use inches, but for some reason, and maybe um, someone can talk to me about like why I can't do this. But when I do bleeds, I try to figure out bleeds in inches. But for some reason, I can't really figure out why, and it works better in millimeters for some reason. So that's where I'm having a little bit of trouble on my end. But before I do any kind of video on bleeds, I'm gonna do this video on the sizing of proper sizing. So um, I'll probably do another video on bleeds maybe next week. But for the meantime, we'll do this one and then we'll go on to bleeds. I want to kind of like merge the two as far as like the bleeds and the sizing goes, but it's just two separate videos I think that should be explained. So for for my settings, it's 609.6 with the width, and then the height is 914.4. Now, this is the millimeter sizing for a 36 by 24 poster. That is in inches. So we are using proper sizing for this. So I'm going to click OK. Now, just for the sake of this video, I would not recommend this, but say this is your poster. I'm going to try to, I don't know if it'll fit, but just bear with me. Um, okay, good. It kind of does fit. It kind of does fit. Just pretend like it does fit. I'm not. I know it's not the greatest, but just pretend it does fit. Um, so this is our poster. Okay. You. It's pretty much the layout's nice. It's ready for print. Um, but also at the same time, maybe you want to resize it. Maybe you want to make sure that you if your client's actually ordering more than one size, how can you um, you know do multiple sizes, and you want to offer multiple um, maybe you want to offer multiple styles or something like that, and you're offering multiple sizes with those too. So the better question is, it's not even just about resizing, it's also making sure that your image quality is the same. Um, so the best thing to do in this case is go back to image size. Now make sure that you have a resample, and I mean, I use automatic, but make sure this is checked, because otherwise when you downgrade or up kind of make the poster bigger, or smaller depending on the size that you're trying to get to, um, that way the pixels don't pixelate, and your poster is going to become worthless. um, so in this case, this is a 20, well, this is a 36 by 24 technically. So we're gonna go by a 24 by 16. Um, we're gonna try to convert that to millimeters. Um, let me see here. Just looking up some information. Sorry guys, give me a minute. Well, actually, you know what? We're gonna do, instead of 16 by 24, we're gonna do actually, um, we're gonna actually do a different way. We're gonna actually go up. So this is 24 by 36. We're gonna go and do a 34 by 26. So let me see here. So I'm going to put in, so the equivalent of that is actually 660.40, or point 0.4, sorry. Um, I don't know why this is doing this. It's taking its time. Okay, so we got 6640, and then make sure that this is unchecked, or make sure it's not. Make sure that the lock is actually not on. You want to make sure that your aspect ratio is um, it doesn't automatically change when you put in the size. So now I gotta do this again. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about this. 63.6. So, all right. So equivalent. This should be a 34 by 26 inch poster. This is in millimeters, so we're gonna. It should bring it a little bit bigger as far as like the image size. Um, so we're gonna let that go and let that render out. I'm probably gonna actually just edit this out. I don't know, but oh, it's going fast. Okay. All right. So it looks like it got a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna actually we're gonna step backwards to see the sizing from before. So see, it went from it's more like it's a little bit longer ways, and then we're gonna step forward. See now it's got a little bit wider to it. Now, two, you could see the quality. Now, I actually had to copy from this over, but you could see the quality that I have in the image itself. Sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. I had to get that figured out. But the quality of it, I mean, it's technically the same. I mean, it's a little, it's not as sharp as it could be if you did it directly onto the poster size itself. Um, but that's because you're expanding the pixels to make them bigger. But if you resample it, the pixels are gonna, they're gonna expand also with the poster. Now, different sizes too. Like, you can. I'm gonna actually see if we can. We'll do a couple of more. Um, Let me see here. We're gonna go smaller. I'm just gonna put a random size out there. Um, we're gonna do 25 by 17. Um, so in this case, that is equivalent to 31.8. All right, and then 635. Okay. All right. This is probably gonna make the image size go down. Hopefully. Yep. There we go. It's a little cut off, but like again, I'm just using this as an example. Same quality. It's still there. Um, this really wasn't too much of a really sharp image. It's sharp, but overall, I think it could have been a little bit better. Um, this wasn't for necessarily a client. It was just to fool around, just in case anyone's asking, like, "Oh, you delivered that to a client and it looks bad." I didn't deliver this. It's just something to mess around to get an idea of what I wanted to do. Um, so So this is a 25 by 17. Now we just went. We had a bigger size poster. We blew it up a little bit bigger. Then we blew it down um, to a little bit smaller. Now we're gonna go and we're going to blow it up again. So we're gonna go back to image size. In this case, I'm gonna try. Let's try like sort of like a medium size. Let's go 28 by 20. I know these sizes are random, but when you start doing them and you start putting in the sizes and the equivalents of you know you can use if you're not if your printer doesn't involve bleeds, and I'm gonna try to figure that out why it's only working in millimeters, but if your printer that you're getting your graphics done at, if they don't need a bleed, then you can obviously use inches. To me, inches are so much better and so much more accurate, I feel. Um, so once I can figure out, like, why I can't use inches for some reason, I'm only using millimeters uh, to bleed. Um, I'll definitely update that on a video, or put that out as a video. Um, but in this case, I'm working in millimeters. So, but feel free to work in inches too. So this works the same. I'll show you another way of doing this in inches. So, but we're gonna focus on the millimeters for now. Um, so to equivalent, we said 28 by 20. We're going to do 508 by 711.2. This is going to resize it again. Okay. Okay. So again, it's the same graphic, same everything is the same. Um, you know, everything looks the same to me, at least. Pixels are the same. Um, overall quality looks the same. Um, so yeah, I mean, this looks good. Um, Now this was in millimeters. I'll do a few in inches. So this was. Let's go to our image size. I'm going to do this in inches. Have the main. So this is a 10 by 13. Um, for some reason, I don't know why it was like that, but we're going to we're going to do this as a. If we're going to do this, I'm going to do this as a, yeah, as inches. So we're going to try 24 by 36. We're going to see how that goes. I don't know how this is going to work because this is a different size. That's why we're working in inches now. So it might be too big, and it might make it a little bit. Oh no, it actually worked. See, look at that. That's it's pretty good. Um, Overall quality is still there. Like I said, the image could be better. Um, you know, the overall background, like, this is why you have to put in high resolution backgrounds, images, all that, because it makes a difference to when you're resizing your images, or your posters, I should say, especially in this case. Me personally, I'll make another video on quality and resolution and all that, but this is overall, like, the the way to do things, as far as, like, resizing it. You always, I mean, you can either, like, work in with the direct file that you want to make it. Like, for example, once you make, I would even, like, make a poster that is bigger than what you're trying to resize it to. That way the pixels are there, and when you do bring the poster, or, like, if you're making multiple different sizes, that bigger poster that you made, you can always downsize the poster, and it'll look probably better, than making a small poster first and then blowing it up. That's just my uh, my suggestion. I don't know, like if whatever you guys choose to do. But we're gonna try another size. We're gonna try 24 by. I think it was it 24 by 16, 24 by 17. I couldn't remember. But anyway, we're gonna try this size now, and this is in inches. So yeah, notice it now it's a little bit smaller. And then we can try, let's say, 8 by 5 by 11. We'll try that just for the heck of it. Usually 8 by 5 11. Yeah, see, look at that. There you go. So, I mean, this is just like a rough video of how to, resize your posters. I mean, it's really, the sizing of it is really not too bad. I, like I said, the image and the background could be better as far as quality goes. Now, if you're talking about like sizing as far as also too, um, you know, putting in proper sizing. Um, Now, I can also show you that. Um, Let me just look up some sizes that we can use. So we're gonna do. So if you want to make a poster, I'm just going to exit this out. Um, so if you want to make a poster at a certain size, say you walk into a print shop, they tell you that, oh, our print, like you can get uh, if they have options like 11 by 17, 18 by 24, 24 by 36, 27 by 40. 27 by 40 is pretty big. Um, I mean, you're talking about almost like movie size poster from that size. So in this case, now notice like pixels. Like I'll do another video too on proper sizing, but in this case, like I'm going to use inches. So I'm going to do now in proper sizing will also mess up the printing process. So make sure that you overlook that before you finalize everything. So we're gonna do. I just put in my sizes. 11 um, for 11 width and 17 in height. So that's one poster size that you can do. If the printing company allows you to do it. Most companies they have their own standard size that they do. Not all companies are the same. So we're gonna do another one. We're gonna put in. This is gonna be at 18 by 24. And all I'm doing is when you make a new file, or like if you want to make a certain size, you go to File, New, and then your little diagram box is going to come up, and this is going to give you the proper sizing, the inches, centimeters, millimeters, points, but we're using inches. So this is another size that you can use, 24 by 36. So that's another one, and then we're going to do one more. This is going to be, I think we did 24 by yeah, we did. Okay, so this is going to be 27 by 40. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this video I just wanted to make to show you guys some poster sizing and give you a general idea of how to take one poster that you make and maybe blow it up a little bit, downsize it a little bit. You don't always have to necessarily make a new poster or poster graphic for each one, or each size that you make. You can always try to, scale it down. Make sure that you use good quality images because any images that are I would say even below 2000 by 2000, or 2000 by, you don't want to use low res images on a say a 20, even a 24 by 36. Like if that's something, the bigger that you print your posters on or your graphics on, the more pixels that you have to blow up the image that you're trying to showcase. And that also means your backgrounds too. So make sure that you're using high quality images. And also too, it wouldn't hurt to use high quality brushes too. Uh, of course, we'll get into that. It's just, we're gonna get there. We're just taking the simple basics, simple. It's like college. Every week is a new week. Every week is new things, and that's what we're trying to build on for you beginners out there, whoever is trying to learn Photoshop and trying to expand your skill sets. No matter if it's in the sports field or if it's in a different area that you're trying to learn Photoshop. But in this case, that's all I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for your time and watching, and like the video if you like it, share and subscribe. I do appreciate it. And until the next video, I will talk to you again soon.